Welcome to an introduction on Pythagoras' theorem. So, who was Pythagoras? Well, he was a guy, and he lived back in ancient Greek a long time ago. Now, he was a philosopher, mathematician, and one of the founders of the Pythagorean Brotherhood. But basically, he was a problem solver. He looked at things in the world and asked why. And then through his asking why, came up with different theories to explain different phenomena. Now, what was his theory? Well, he worked out that if you had a right angle triangle, the area of the two shorter sides, if a square was made from them, equaled the entire area of the third long side. And we call that long side the hypotenuse. Okay, and it's opposite the right angle as such. So if we think of the right angle being at the corner of A and B, then the long side C is the hypotenuse. So the area of those squares made along the sides of A and B added together makes the area, equals the area of the square at the side of C. So through doing some mathematical investigations and that's what he figured out. Okay, so our right angle triangle. Our right angle triangle will always have the right angle symbol in one corner. Okay, we need to label our sides. Okay, so the two shorter sides are always A and B. Which way you place them doesn't matter. Okay, but they're always A and B. But the side across from the right angle, the longest side on our right angle triangle, is always side C. Okay, so here we are. We're looking at Pythagoras' theorem, okay, and we're saying that the area of that side C, okay, that square, which is C times C, because it's the area of the green square, is equal to the area of the blue square, B times B, plus the area of the yellow square, A times A. Okay, so now when you think of this mathematically, if you're saying B times B, or B multiplied by B, you're actually saying B squared. So B with the raised 2. Okay, let's test this out. So we have got our red square there. Okay, we've got a green square. Now, our green square, the area is 8 times 8, because we know the length of one side, and that's 8. Now, we've got our purple square here. We've got the length of one side is 15, so we know it's 15 times 15. Okay, so the area of the green square is 64 units squared. The area of the purple square is 225 units squared. Okay, so what does that mean about the area of the red square? Well, the area of the red square is the area of the purple square plus the area of the green square. So that's that 225 plus the 64, which means the area of the red square is 289 units squared. And here we're seeing that written again, just in another way. But as you'll see at the bottom here, we now have Pythagoras' theorem written. So it's telling us that C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Okay, now when we think about this further, fair enough, we find out the area of that square, but we now need to find out the length of C. So once we've got the area, C squared, we need to find the square root of C squared to find out what the length of that side is. So what you'll see here is they're saying C equals A squared plus B squared, which is our C squared, and then we need to find the square root of that, and that will give us the length of side C. So in summary, if we've got a right angle triangle, the first thing we'd need to do is label our sides A and B. So the 3 could be A, the 4 could be B, and that side X is always C. And then we need to find a squared plus b squared gives us our c squared. So first up, label your sides A, B and C. Then you need to find a squared. Then you need to find b squared. Then you need to add a squared and b squared together to find c squared. Now you need to find the square root of c squared, and that gives you the length of side C. And that is the end of an introduction to Pythagoras' theorem.